Hello and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I am your host Rebecca Felgate, and let's pop on our diving suits because today we are talking the top 10 scary deep sea sounds. Ooh. Now the average depth of the ocean is 2.3 miles, but the Mariana Trench near the US territory of Guam is approximately 36,200 feet down, which is nearly 7 miles from the ocean's surface, which makes me feel a lot of dread. I'm not gonna lie, the thought of deep ocean scares me, and perhaps it should, because actually we really don't know that much about it. In fact, it is said that we know more about the moon than our seas, which is pretty cray, right? Well, we're all about to learn a little bit more about the sea in this video, but be warned, some of these sounds will be the soundtrack to your nightmares. Before I get into this though, why don't you let me know what scares you the most? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Also, please do leave a thumbs up on this video, share with a friend, stick around to the end, I'm going to be replying to comments. Coming in at number 10, we have Julia. Fun fact, my sister is called Julia and she is the greatest human being in the world, so shout out to Julia. Not that she ever watches my videos, but just in case. So Julia is also a strange oceanic sound recorded on March 1st in the vintage year of 1999. Now this was recorded by the US National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. You're going to be hearing about these guys a lot in this video, so as it's a bit of a mouthful, I'm going to be calling them NOAA for short. NOAA suggested that the source of the sound was most likely to be from a large iceberg that had run aground off Antarctica. It was loud enough to be heard over the entire equatorial Pacific Ocean. The sound lasted for around 15 seconds and is still a mystery today. Have a listen. What is it? Coming in at number 9, we have Train. Fun fact, Train, Drops of Jupiter is mine and my sister's Julia's song. I sang it at her wedding. This spooky underwater sound sounds nothing like that song, which was a happy memory. To me, this is the sound of all of your worst memories and nightmares rolled into one, but turned down to a volume and pitch that I would describe as medium key dread. This sound was recorded by NOAA in 1997 and called Train. Maybe because it sounds like a train, although I'm really not getting locomotive vibes here, it's more like ghoul vibes. Maybe the sound was named after the moment there was a Dementor on the train in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. That would be pretty good movie scoring. Although that wasn't written until 1999, I don't think a movie came out till 2004, so... Have a listen and let me know what you think. One of my favourite comments on this video is from Fool's Gold. They wrote, "Brace yourself lads, it is a ghost leviathan." Right? According to our mates NOAA, this sound is actually an iceberg grounding, but who knows, I'm pretty down with the ghost leviathan theory. Coming in at number 8, we have humpback whale. Every time I think about humpback whales, I'm transported back to a time in my life when I used to work at the London Palladium on a production of The Wizard of Oz. Professor Marvel has a song and like in the middle he just randomly goes humpback whale, and it makes me laugh every time. I think she kind of had to be there. Anyway, humpback whales are kicking off in the ocean. They are making all kinds of sounds and they're pretty creepy. The sounds of humpback whales first really came to light in wartime as oceans were being listened to for sounds of enemy submarines, but instead they heard these ghoulish whales. Humpbacks sing songs for between 6 to 30 minutes at a time, and it is so haunting. Have a listen. The sound of a humpback whale singing to her newborn calf. I was listening to this whilst taking a sip of my coffee earlier, and it was really freaky because I felt like the watery sounds were watery sounds from my own brain. Ugh. Just sloshing around in there. I'm not sure how legit this is, but I thought I would share it with you guys anyway. Now the sounds are real and the story, well, it may be fabricated, but even if it is, it totally fits the soundtrack. Coming into number 7, we have The Monster Below. A video was uploaded to YouTube in 2017 under the title World's Scariest Underwater Sound Ever. The description reads, "My friend Kate and I were bored at night and we decided to go onto the deep web. We looked up how and we went on and bought whatever we needed to access it. When we were first looking around, we found some pretty messed up stuff. We got so far in that we started hearing creepy sounds within the house. We were freaking each other out. A link came along saying something like, "Do not click this, something the CIA don't want you to see." Me and my friend were being rebellious teens and decided to click on it anyway. It took us to this black background site and it had all kinds of sections. One was for NASA and going down, where there was also one that said underwater. We thought we'd check out underwater. We found a sound file which is in this video. Now I'm linking it, I'm pretty scared by what I found. We decided to download it and post it to YouTube, and here it is. If you find this, share it to your friends, let the world know that our government is hiding something from us. Have a listen. Okay, I'm thinking, even if the link didn't come from the deep web, and even if this was just like a creepypasta scary story, I have to say the sounds are pretty freaky. What is making it? In my opinion, it's a monster from the deep. Similarly freaky at number 6, we have the ping. In 2016, it was reported that a pinging sound had been heard in Fury and Hecla Straits in northern Canada. It was freaking out a community and none of it. Not only were the mystery sounds ringing out through the water and heard through the hulls of boats, it is said by locals that the sound was actually driving wildlife away from the area. So, what are the animals scared of? The location of the ping is usually a hot spot of bowhead whale migration, but the summer after the noise was first heard, there were absolutely no whales there. Now whales are big, so surely they wouldn't be scared of something smaller than them. One theory is that the sound was actually being generated on purpose by Greenpeace to scare wildlife away from a popular hunting ground. Have a listen and let me know what you think. Number 5, we have ICEBERG, right ahead. Bob Disiak of NOAA's Ocean Acoustics program in Newport, Oregon, shared the sounds and claimed that these are caused by so-called mega icebergs running aground. Mega icebergs are masses of ice 50 to 60 miles long, which is pretty insane. That's quite the bulk to crash into the shore. Have a listen to what that sounds like. Right? Coming into number 4, a favourite of mine, we have the bloop. I love the bloop. I feel like I'm always going on about the bloop in these videos, probably just because I really like saying bloop. I'm gonna do it again. Bloop, bloop, bloop. The bloop in question was an ultra-low frequency, high-amplitude underwater sound heard several times by NOAA in 1997. It was placed off the southern coast of South Africa and audible 5,000 kilometers away, which means it was really, really, really loud. Whales are nowhere near large enough to generate these sounds, so have a listen and tell me what you think it is. Bloop! Some crazier theories out there suggest that the bloop is evidence of the sleeping Lovecraftian monster Cthulhu. Some say it's clearly the sound of mermaids. NOAA believes it actually could be more sensibly the sound of ice carving or something from animal origin. The fact that this sound was heard over the entire Pacific is pretty crazy. Crazier still is that we still don't know what made the bloop. What a mystery. Coming into number 3, we have a sound heard every year. We have the upsweep. The Pacific Marine Environmental Laboratory began recording its sound surveillance system, SOSUS, in August 1991. This was when it picked up this very strange sound indeed. Known as the upsweep, the sound consists of a long train of narrowband upsweeping sounds of several seconds in duration each. It's kind of like a, you know, if someone took a big broom to the bottom of the ocean. Have a listen. The source level is high enough to be recorded throughout the entire Pacific, which means something big is making it. Oddly, it appears seasonally, maybe between spring and autumn, but we still don't know what it is. Coming into number 2, we have Mariana's mystery. The Challenger Deep is right down there in the deepest point of the Earth's surface, the Mariana Trench, and it has recorded some ghoulish sounds, one being the ping. A fun side fact for you, I did a performance a few years ago called Mariana Trench, and I was a fortune-telling mermaid from from the deep. Everyone's fortune that I told was like, you need to go on vacation, because I just think that's good advice, right? Anyway, back to the story. In 2014, scientists heard a weird sound coming from the waters around the super deep, super creep Mariana Trench. Have a listen. At first, nobody, including our mates Noah, were too sure what it was, but now a team of researchers led by Oregon State University have published a study in the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America that suggests the alien-like sound could actually be a brand new call from a baleen whale. I love that, baleen whales just switching stuff up because they literally can. Finally, coming into number 1, we have more whale drama, but this one actually kind of makes me want to cry, partly because it's so ominous, but partly because it's so sad. Coming into the top spot, we have the world's loneliest whale. Aww, there's a really lonely whale out there, and scientists think it might be the only one in the world. Whales chat and sing at different frequencies. For example, blue whales usually vocalize at 10 to 39 Hz-ish, and fin whales around 20 Hz. But this whale is communicating at 52 Hz. Now that's just higher than the lowest note of a tuba. This means that no other whales can actually hear it. Have a listen. To be fair, this sound is actually horrifyingly ominous. It's like, I'm gonna do the whale. I can't go that low, but imagine that tuba low, you know? It's like some scary movie soundtrack or something. Sadly though, for Mr. Deepwater Whale, it is the only individual emitting a whale call at this frequency. The whale has been heard every year since 1989, seasonally travelling the Pacific Northeast. That's 30 years and no love for this whale, which makes me feel sad. I'm officially starting Project Find Mr. 52 Hz Whaler Friend. Whale friend! So guys, that was the top 10 scary deep sea sounds. These sounds are scary for sure, but I have to say the fish themselves and other various creatures that live down there often look pretty scary too. Humpback anglerfish, anyone? No. No. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do leave a thumbs up and share this with a friend. Don't forget to let me know what scares you the most in the comments section down below. Before I go, I'm just gonna read some comments from the top 10 scary mysterious toys people randomly found. Creepiest compliment of the day came from Mishia Valley. They said, we need a line of Rebecca Felgate fashion dolls that come with detachable heads. They'd beat Barbie straight out. Lol. Love your personality, Rebecca. Stay amazing. I like the sound of that, but I don't like the sound of removing my head. Keep the head on. Ucross had a good idea. They said, I'm gonna throw away all the toys in the attic so now I won't find them 20 years later all messed up. Love your videos. You're right, get rid, that way they can't come back to bite you. Maybe they can. Ooh, maybe they'd be angry about being thrown out and just turn up. I'm here for this suggestion. The Corso Distribution wrote, absolutely waiting for Most Amazing Top 10 the musical, words and music by Rebecca J, played on nothing but acoustic instruments, or did you say cursed instruments? I don't know, acoustic or cursed. I don't feel good about the cursed instruments, but it probably would make for good watching, but I'd be very freaked out. Anyone want to help me make it? Need some funding? Crowdfunding? Let's do it. Okay, good, thank you. I'm gonna go now. Bye. Thumbs up, see you soon. Bye.